Welcome, come and ride along with us as we rebuild Turkey's most successful club, Galatasaray. They have 22 league titles and 18 cups. They've also made it to the semifinals of the Champions League in 1988-89, and they are the Europa League winners in 99-2000. Even though they have still had some league success, they've had very few titles here in recent years, and they haven't had any decent success in the Champions League since early 2000 teens. Their all-time leading scorer is Metin Oktay, who played in the 50s, 60s, which was one of their more successful periods. And their all-time appearance leaders was a guy who played for only one club, Bülent Korkmaz, and he played from the mid-80s through the 2000s, which was probably their most successful run of league championships and their European appearances. Another player that played on those 90s teams was the famous Romanian George Hagi, and they also had the Turkish all-time leading scorer Hakan Şükür that played for them in the 90s. So hope you enjoy this rebuild. If you like it, like, subscribe below. If you got a team you want to see done, let me know in the comments below. I will warn you though, I was feeling sick, so the voice volume may be bad and a little low. But enjoy, and I hope you stay to watch the whole thing. Now here's the starting lineup for Galatasaray. Now initially it looks good to most people, but there's two issues. One, I believe 5 out of these 11 players are on loan. So they'll be going back to clubs, and most of them are the young ones, like Sarachi, I'm pretty sure is. Mercado, Lamina, and I believe Sari also. I'm not 100% sure. And 2, it's in a really old squad, comparatively speaking. So, yeah. But I do have a top-notch goalkeeper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably bring in a younger goalkeeper until he ages out. I won't sell Falco to bring him as much money as I can to rebuild. And here's the sum I've got to work with this first year. Okay, to start off the rebuild, we've signed the young fullback from England, 18-year-old Brandon Williams, for a little over $2 million. Welcome to the club, Brandon. And going to bring in one of the best young Turkish wingers that's in the Italian league, or actually he's a midfielder. Bringing in Cengiz Ünder from Roma, and we're sending Sofyan Feghouli and about $6 million their way. Welcome club, Mr. Ünder. We've also sold Yuto Nagatomo to Fenerbahce for $4.7 million. Acquiring more Turkish talent, we signed Mehmet Sekizlik from Lille for $12.6 million. Welcome to the club. Welcome back home, too. We have sold Ryan Dunk to Besiktas. Oh, forget it. For $4.5 million. So we have found what I believe to be our goalkeeper of the future. We signed Walker Fernandez from Millonarios, which is a team in Venezuela that might be a fictional team, I'm not 100% sure. But we signed him for $6 million. Welcome to the club, Walker. And apparently Besiktas is wanting a lot of our players. We sold Mariano to them for $5.6 million. So we're going to see half our players this year in competition. Good luck over there, Mariano. And we've been able to obtain the last Turkish youngster I could find that has big-time potential. 19-year-old Ozan Kabak is coming to us from Schalke for $23.7 million. Welcome to the club, Mr. Kabak. And we sold Selko Aynan to Leeds United for $1.85 million. Boy, talk about being envious. Besiktas has paid the $19.7 million release clause for Emre Akbaba, and he's on his way over to them. And that will conclude this busy transfer window. I'm going to see if maybe something comes up beginning next year. But we're going to advance January 1st. Now, we are in the Champions League, but I don't like our chances. We're in the same group as Real Madrid, Club Brugge. I can't remember the fourth team right now, but it's not looking good, but we'll see. So far, so good. We're leading the league over Trabzonspor and Besiktas by 6 points. Oh, by the way, that fourth team I couldn't remember was only PSG. So we finished last in the group. We managed 2 draws with Club Brugge. And not really surprising, but next year I expect a little better. Hoping anyways. And here's 4 members of the Youth Academy I will sign my squad. Pinot when he gets to be 16, but we'll see how they do. So we sold Jonas Bahanda to Club Brugge for $16.1 million. So we've got ourselves a new striker. We've acquired from AZ Myron Bodu, 19-year-old striker, for $17.4 million coming from the Netherlands. Welcome to the club. And since he'll be replacing Falco's being shipped to Chelsea for $21 million to bring in Mason Mount to be our new cam. Welcome to the club, Mason. So we'll end this transfer window. We're going to advance to the end of the season, see how we end up finishing up. And here's the names of the youth squad players I'm about to sign the team, just so you're aware of them and you might recognize them. So we end up winning the league in our first season with 87 over Besiktas and Fenerbahce. We did the domestic double too, winning the Turkish Cup, or the Turk Kupası, over Fenerbahce again, 2-0. In what seems to be the standard Spanish Champions League final, Barcelona defeated Madrid. Atletico Madrid, that is, 3-1. And Man U won the Europa League over Leipzig, 3-1 again. Here's a quick look at the stats. Pretty balanced scoring, though. We did sell off a couple of top players like Falco and a couple of Turkish guys. Their names escape me. And here's a quick look at the overall improvements. Last year he was out on loan, so this year he's going to be sold, Ryan Babel, to Fenerbahce. And our first big signing of this year is we've signed the Greek Panagiotis Rexus for $14 million. He's going to come play near his home of Greece, here in Turkey. Welcome to the club. A couple more selling off. Mr. Stilic is going to Braga for $20.6 million. He just didn't grow. He was injured. He wanted out. So, take care. And we've also sold Ahmet Kalik to Toulouse for $3.8 million. Good luck in France. So, since I lost a couple of my CDMs went back on loans, we've signed from West Ham Declan Rice for $26.6 million. Welcome to the club, Declan. Utrecht will be receiving Okan Kokan for $1.1 million. The fire sale continues. We've sold Adam Buyuk to Norwich for $2.3 million. And we've sold the Christian Luyendama from the Democratic Republic of Congo to Buenos Aires for $26.8 million. That's a nice chunk. Good luck at your respective clubs, guys. The busy transfer window is still going. We've signed Boubacar Kamara from Hertha for $20.3 million. Welcome to the club, Boubacar. Well, that was a busy transfer window. We're going to go to January 1st, see how we did, and how we did in the Champions League. So here we are, leading the league with only 2 draws, only allowing 6 goals. That's good. Wow. We drew PSG again, but we made it out of the group. The Champions League, even with Leverkusen and Olympiacos. Wouldn't have suspected finish ahead of Leverkusen. This is second year, so anyways, let's see who we draw around 16. Oh, Well, it was nice to make the round of 16 anyways. So let's see if we do anything in this transfer window. So we've rated Arsenal and signed Matteo Guarduzzi for $21 million for the 21-year-old defensive midfielder. And we've sold Marcal to Braga for $16.5 million. I'm going to slide Mr. Rice to the center back position, put Guarduzzi in. And for our last deal for this transfer window, we've signed young Eduardo Camavinga, the 18-year-old 76 center midfielder. He's coming over from Stade Rennais for $15 million. That's a heck of a bench player to start out with his growth. Either somebody on my team is going to be sold for a lot of money for another position, or I'm going to have major depth that I don't normally have in these rebuilds. I usually end up kind of being thin till the last year or two. So anyways, let's move on and see how we do in the round of 16 in the Champions League. So here we are, starting with the home leg of the round of 16 with Real Madrid. Baldu is out as my striker, so Dagne is in. He was on loan last year. So anyways, let's see how we do. Yeah, pretty much what I expected. Maybe not quite that bad, but it is what it is. At least we made the round of 16. So it's time for the away leg. Let's just keep it close. Ooh, so we got blown out 8-0 in the fixture. Well, so be it. On to the end of the season, see how we did in the league and the cup. So we finish up an invincible season, only 5 draws in the league. Fenerbahce won the Turkish Cup over Alanspor. What happened to us? We lost Alanspor in the quarterfinals. That's terrible. In the Champions League, Bayern beat Manchester City, take home the cup. It was a German sweep, with Leverkusen beating Valencia. So at least we beat the Europa League champs. Here's a look at our stats for the season. Under Mountain leading with 22 goals. Baldu had 16 despite missing 10 games due to injury. And here's the stats growth. Pretty much our whole starting lineup's in the 80s. Sarechi went back to Leipzig on loan, so Brandon Williams is now in at left back. So he's not 80, but other than that, we're doing good for next year, so we're going to move on to Season 3 and see if we make a better run in the Champions League. So we sold a couple players to get some extra cash. We sold striker Baye Digne to Ajax for $12.6 million. And we sold, I believe he's from Ghana. I could be wrong, bad. Jesse Zakidka to Utrecht for $1.85 million. And he's almost 35 years old, so it's time to sell the Uruguayan goalkeeper Fernando Muslera to Independiente to $6.8 million. Good luck over in South America, back to your home continent. And we've signed ourselves a new left midfielder. We've signed Alan St. Maximin from Newcastle for $41 million. Welcome to the club, Alan. So it's been a relatively quiet rebuild transfer period for this rebuild. That's mainly because they didn't give me a whole lot more money this year despite the round of 16 appearance last year. So we're going to go January 1st, see how we did in the Champions League and doing everything else. When we do get January 1st, Gökè Güne will be joining Ingolstadt. I believe that's in Sweden. We sold him for $740,000. So we're not as big of a lead, but we are still leading the Turkish league through January 1st. Only 3 draws on the season. Unfortunately, we did not make it to the knockout round of the Champions League, finishing third in our group behind 2 heavyweights of Juventus and Bayern. But is completely disappointing, A, because the competition, B, I had Under out for 2 months, Guarduzzi was out for 2 months, and the Greek was Pangatis Restus was out for like a month and a half. So I was missing 3 key guys, so Not a complete surprise, but we do go to the Europa League, so maybe we'll do something there. Let's see if we do anything this transfer window. So the injury has slowed his progression down, and he hasn't quite progressed like I had hoped. So we're going to give Mr. Restos a change of scenery and send him off to Ajax for $36.9 million. Good luck, Restos. And the Greek's replacement will be Diogo Dalot for $30 million from Napoli. Yeah, I overpaid for him, but I hadn't scouted him because I really hadn't rigidly planned to sell Restos, but I still made a $6 million on the plus side in exchange between the two. So we'll see. He's a year younger and the same rating, so we'll go with it. So to get a backup on the bench for Mason Mount and bring another Turkish player, we signed Orkan Koku from Feyenoord for $14 million, 21-year-old Cam. Not a bad player, so he can grow into something. Maybe we can sell him again, or if things work out, I'd like to keep the Turkish player on the team. So that'll be the last signing for this transfer window. We're going to go to the end of the year, see how we are. Okay, so I lied a little bit because Porto paid Brandon Williams a release clause for $35.5 million. Okay, now I've made my last signing. I've signed Juan Foyth. He's Argentinian from Leipzig, and we signed him for $20 million. Not this what we usually sign, but considering how little time I had, I can't scout. He was the best I could find. He is an improvement over what I had. So we'll go with it, and maybe next year we'll sell him for a profit and get a big-time replacement. Now we're going to the end of the season. So we won the Turkish League back. We did not draw or lose a single game in the last half of the season. So another trophy in the league. And we finally won the Turkish Cup over Başakşehir 3-0. Oh, we lost in the final of the Europa League to Borussia Gladbach. Oh, almost got that trophy. I have yet to win a Europa League trophy in all the rebuilds I've done. And Manchester United defeated Barcelona to win the Champions League. Congratulations to them. And here's the stats for the season. Mr. Baldu leading with 36 goals on the year. And here's the stats, the attributes going up on the year. I do want to mention one guy when I get to his name. Where is he? Mr. Jimmy Durmaz, who's been in this club since the beginning of the rebuild. He's retiring this season. Good luck to future endeavors to the Swedish midfielder, Jimmy. So that'll be it for this season. Going to the fourth season. Hopefully the board will give me more money. If not, I may have to do some change over some players. And so we've sold Valentine Ozornwafor to Besiktas for $4.85 million. So we made a swap deal with Inter Milan. We have given them Boubacar Kamara, and we've got Eder Militao back. And we also had sent about $34 million their way. Welcome to the club, Eder. So Talon Antalyalu is going to Sion for $930,000. Good luck over in Switzerland. Okay, now we've done it. We've gone out and got Marcus Rashford for an exchange of $30 million and Alan St. Maximin from Manchester United. That's what I need to do to change the courses team. So we also have one other Turkish youngster that got bought on his release clause, Civic down there at the bottom. But other than that, that's it for our release window. Let's see how we're doing on January 1st. So, first time in this rebuild, we're at the halfway point with no draws, no losses. Perfect in the league. And in the Champions League, we have advanced the round of 16, finishing just behind Real Madrid and ahead of Ajax and Moscow. That's the good news. Bad news is we get Juventus. But anyways, at least we're in the round of 16, so let's see if we can do any business this transfer window. I'd say that $20 million investment on Juan Foyth worked out last year. Hamburg's paid his release clause of $36.9 million, so almost doubled the profit on him. Okay, I haven't done it in 2 or 3 rebuilds, but occasionally you need to do a pre-contract. When they work out, they're great, just they're kind of cheap at times. But I decided my goalkeeper had pretty much maxed out. He's going to max out 85, 86, and that's just not good enough most of the time to win a Champions title. And apparently it seems like all the good goalkeepers' contracts end this year. So I signed Marc-Andre ter Stegen from Barcelona starting next year. So you definitely, if we don't win the Champions League this year, I definitely am aiming for next year. So I can find the right price range to get a new left back, so I won't keep Dalot. But I added to my depth on the bench and by signing Jean-Philippe Gabin from Everton for $30 million. Now he can be the starter for about another year till Camavinga passes him. So, but he adds depth. So I'm really looking forward next year to win the Champions League. That's what this is aiming for. So that'll be it for this transfer window. Let's see how this goes on the round of 16 against Juventus. So here we are for the home leg against Juventus. Like I said, not expecting much, but hey. 1-1 tie. I'll take that Ronaldo with a goal. And then Edders. Militao scored our goal? Oh no, under got a knock. Please not be serious. Well, folks, Under is out for this game, and so is Dalot. So, yeah, not holding out much help for the away leg. But it is 1-1, so you never know. Here goes Miracle, maybe? Oh, we lost 2-1. Oh, so close yet so far. Dalot's replacement, the Turkish Tazdemir, scored the goal. So both goals in this matchup were scored by my back line. So we finished the season with only one draw. We won the Turkish Cup again for back-to-back years with 1-0 win over Başakşehir, actually. Liverpool won the Champions League over Barcelona. Another German off final. Leipzig won over Wolfsburg in the Europa League. Here's the stats for the season with Mason Mount going on a scoring spree this year with 46 goals. Now look at the attributes with Mount at 92, Kabak and Rashford both at 90. So others might get there next year. That'll be the end of the season. Next year I expect us to at least get to the semifinals of the Champions League, if not better. So we'll see what we do next year. So to start off the season, we sold Diogo Dalot for $49.4 million to Brighton. And to replace Diogo Dalot, we've signed Ferland Mendy for $65.4 million from Real Madrid. Welcome to the club, Ferland. And with ter Stegen coming in, we sold Volker Fernandes to Benfica for $32.5 million. Good luck in Portugal, Volker. One of our youth academy products, Xavier Dufresne, is going to Anderlecht for $7.8 million. Before we move on, also, Eduardo Camavinga was playing by playing time, so he's out on loan this year. So I really could use this. What I would do is find a center back and move Rice back to CDM, but couldn't find the right ones. I'm going to go with my lineup as is, and so now we're going to go January 1st, see how we're doing. Once again, we're dominating the league, only one draw and only giving up 4 goals this season. We had a pretty easy group, but we ended up losing a game to Leipzig, but we still won the group over Leipzig, Liège, and Moscow. Around the 16, we didn't get a bad draw. We drew Lyon. So things are looking good in the Champions League. Now let's see if we do anything this transfer window. I have now signed the center back I've been looking for. Nicolas Sule is coming from Bayern Munich for $93 million. Welcome to the club, Nicolas. So now Declan Rice can go back to central defensive midfield. So that was my one piece of this transfer window. Now it's time for some Champions League football. So I had a brain dead moment and simmed through the first game of the fixture against Leon, but we won 3-0. So here we go, the second leg at home. This should be a piece of cake then. 4-0, we won 7-0 aggregate. Bodu with all 4 goals. That's pretty nice. Well, this may be the one that determines if we win this year or not. We've drawn Liverpool in the quarterfinals. We'll start with the home leg of the fixture. We are fully healthy, so that's a good thing. So let's hope. The score will be 1-0, but Ter Stegen got hurt. Oh no. Well, the bad news, folks. Ter Stegen broke his butt bone, so he's out 4 months. So I'm going to rely on my 69 rated Romanian goalkeeper, Ismail Sipe. Oh, I'm going to need a miracle. But we do take a 1-0 lead in the away leg, so they did not score an away goal. So they have to score 2 goals to win or beat us in penalties. Oh, need a miracle. I don't want this to go another year, but I'm afraid. Here we go. Yep. I should have got another backup goalkeeper. Crap. Well, we're going to the end of the season now, folks. So you see, we won the league, but we lost 3 games. We lost the last 3 games because my backup goalkeeper got hurt, and I don't have a 3rd string goalkeeper. So yeah, I don't even know who played goalie. So that explains the 3 losses. I think those are the first ones in a couple of years. Besiktas beat Başakşehir in the finals, and we probably lost the championship 5-4 aggregate. So our backup goalkeeper got hurt in between those 2 games, since we lost that one 4-1, but we won the first one 3-1. Oh, even more of a sting. Liverpool went on to win the Champions League over Manchester City. Oh, I'm going to kick myself. Inter Milan beat Leverkusen and won the Europa League. Here are the stats. Bodu had 49 goals, and that's all I'm saying for the season. I've wasted it with my stupidity. And while you're looking at the overall changes, I'm going to say we're going to go to the next season, and we're going to win the Champions League, and I'm getting a backup goalkeeper. Okay, to start the season off, we've signed Rob Holding from Liverpool for $32.2 million to come off the bench for the center back position for depth. And we have signed our backup goalkeeper, like I said. We signed Odysseus Vlachodimos from Barcelona for $45 million. There we go, we got a backup goalkeeper that's 86 rated. So I'm prepared this year. That will be the last of my transfer, since I have no money left for those 2. I only had about 80-something million dollars to work with. So here we go. We're going to go to January 1st, see how we're looking. This speaks for itself. We absolutely ran over the group in the Champions League. Milan, Valencia, and Shakhtar Donetsk. In the round of 16, we got a pretty easy draw, comparatively speaking, to Schalke. So I don't anticipate doing anything in the transfer window, so the next time I should see you will be at the beginning of the round of 16 matchup with Schalke. So somewhere during my simulation, I missed Manchester City paying Eder Militão's $132 million release clause. So I'm going to need to get a new right back here. So we were able to sign Eder Militão's replacement, Joe Gomez, 27-year-old right back, or replace center back and right back, from Bayern Munich for $82.7 million. And with the extra funds left over, we signed a backup striker, Vinicius, for $32 million and some change from Köln. Welcome to the club. I literally spent every dime, so that will be the end of this transfer window. But you're looking at what my current lineup is looking like. Only 2 players below 90 in the starting lineup. I got several players on the benches in the mid-80s, including a Camavinga, who's 22 and 86. So we're going to advance to the round of 16 again and see how we do. Here we are, the round of 16. Unfortunately, I've lost my center back, Ozan Kabak, for 5 months. So it's tough losing a 94 rated center back, but I've moved Declan Rice to the center back. Camavinga's in as central defensive midfielder. So here we are with the away leg. 3-0. Here we are for the away leg. Gomez is out for 8 weeks, so got a makeshift lineup in there, but it should be good enough. Yeah, 3-0. On to the quarterfinals. So in the quarterfinals, we're facing the runner-ups of last year's Champions League, Manchester City. We're starting off the home leg. I think Gomez is still out. Yeah, Baudry's in there. The Youth Academy product. He's still in the 70s, though, so well, the rest of the guys will make up for it. And the score is 1-1. Ugh. Okay, this is not good. Gomez just returned from injury today, so he's probably not available. Smalling's out for 6 months. My backup center back's out. And Declan Rice, I believe, suspended for this match to make cards. So with all this team and all that planning, I may go out in the quarterfinals again. And I will not be a happy camper. Gomez is in the game, so at least that's something going right. Come on, please. Yes, we pulled it out. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Mount and Bordeaux. So we have drawn Leverkusen in the semifinals. So let's see. We got the best possible draw of the 4, so let's see how we do. Here we are, the away leg against Leverkusen. They took out Chelsea the last round. Scoreline will be 2-1 win. I don't see any injuries. This should be good. Under and Bordeaux with the goals. So it's time for the home leg. Freaking Gomez has found a way to be suspended for this match, so Baudry is back in. Scoreline will be 3-0 win. Bordeaux, Rashford, and Baudry got a goal. He scores in every game despite being a 70-something rated center back for some reason. Anyways, we are now in the finals. And we're facing Liverpool in the final, the defending champs. Here's the problem. Apparently, Mr. Ter Stegen is allergic to them because he found a way to get injured again. Luckily, we did get the Greek goalie. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name off the top of my head. So hopefully it is 86 rated. It's good enough to go with our team to beat Liverpool. Here we go, guys. Finals. Can we do it? Guendouzi has done it. Scored a goal in the 17th minute and we held on. The Champions League trophy is coming back to Turkey. Take that, Liverpool. There you have it. Successful league season, undefeated. 34-0. Now the reason why I didn't do this before the finals was because the Turkish Cup was actually played after the Champions League final, but we won that too over Yeni Malatyaspor 3-0. Wolfsburg defeat Leipzig in All-German Europa League final 3-1. Here's the stats for the season. Bordeaux had a cool 50. Mount had 46 and 25 assists. Look at the stats. Here's a look at the attributes for the season. Some notes. Kabak, Turkish player that we acquired. Under was acquired in, I believe, the first season. Turkish player. Some more. Now we're going to get to a couple of the original. Another youngster Turkish player did not start out with us. Now, Mr. Tajdemir has been with us this whole rebuild. Babakan has been with us this whole rebuild. He started out on loan. Of course, Baudry was a youth product. Another Turkish product that's been with us the whole year that was out loan. Iran Khan Yardimisi. Another Turkish player, Karnusu. Our goalkeeper I mentioned before, but he's been with us the whole time outside of loan the first year, Mr. Ismail Sabeh. So there you have it. That's the stats. Now, like I do in every rebuild, I believe every team should be able to defend their title, so I will do one more year. Won't show you a lot of the detailed stuff, just going to go to next year and show you the results. Can we go back to back? So all that was done for the season was we bought Andy Robertson from Liverpool for 84 million. Then Lon Mendy had his 123 million dollar release clause activated by Real Madrid. So that's it for this. Now let's see how the results ended. Another undefeated season in the Super League. We claimed the cup over Fenerbahce 5-0. At the beginning of the year, we won the UEFA Super Cup, defeating Wolfsburg 2-1. Napoli defeated Lyon to win the Europa League 2-0. And for the second straight year, we won the Champions League over Liverpool 3-2. So repeat champions. And here's a final look at the stats for this final season. Now as you see, oh, without my sort, there we go. So, and you'll also see the attributes, Mount up to 98, Bodu up to 97. So thanks for watching. Hope you appreciate this rebuild. I think next week I'm kind of feeling a Scandinavian vibe. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you like, subscribe. If you have a team you'd like to see done, especially if it's outside of the Big Six, leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your day, and I appreciate it. Good day.